Have you ever wondered why some people don't just like dogs? They absolutely need them in their lives? While most people see a cute puppy and smile, there's a specific type of person who feels something deeper. Something almost spiritual. They don't just own dogs. They build their entire world around them. And psychology reveals that this isn't random. It's a window into who they really are. Let's decode the psychology of people who truly love dogs. They crave unconditional connection. People who deeply love dogs often struggle with the conditional nature of human relationships. Think about it. Every friendship, every romance, every family bond comes with expectations. You have to perform. You have to meet standards. You have to be enough. But a dog doesn't care if you failed at work, doesn't judge your body, doesn't hold grudges when you mess up. Psychologists call this unconditional positive regard, a concept from Carl Rogers. For people who've been hurt, rejected, or misunderstood by humans, dogs offer something rare: pure, judgment-free love. They're not running from people. They're running toward emotional safety. They have high emotional intelligence. Here's something most people miss. Dog lovers aren't just soft-hearted. They're emotionally advanced. Research from psychology shows that people who bond deeply with animals score higher in empathy, emotional awareness, and nonverbal communication. Dogs don't use words. They use body language, energy, tone. And people who love dogs have trained themselves to read those signals. They notice the slight tail wag, the nervous panting, the way a dog leans into you when it feels safe. This skill transfers to humans too. Dog lovers are often the ones who notice when you're faking a smile. When something's wrong, even if you say you're fine. They've spent years learning to feel what others feel, and that makes them incredibly intuitive friends. They value loyalty over popularity. Dog people don't chase crowds, they chase depth, and that tells you everything about their personality. In a world obsessed with social media followers and surface-level friendships, dog lovers are wired differently. They'd rather have one loyal companion than 100 shallow connections. This aligns with attachment theory. People who love dogs often have a secure or anxious attachment style, meaning they prioritize closeness, trust, and consistency. They're not impressed by status. They're moved by presence, by someone or something that stays. And in a dog, they find that rare kind of loyalty humans often fail to give. They're natural caregivers with a need to nurture. There's a psychological reason why dog lovers light up when caring for their pets. It activates the same brain regions involved in parenting. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, floods their system when they pet, feed, or play with their dog. But here's the deeper truth. Many dog lovers have a caregiving personality. They feel fulfilled when they're needed, when they're protecting something vulnerable, when they're giving love to a creature that depends on them. Sometimes this comes from childhood. Maybe they were the ones who had to take care of others early on. Maybe they learned that love means responsibility, and a dog gives them a healthy outlet for that instinct, a way to nurture without losing themselves. They seek simplicity in a complicated world. Life is exhausting. People lie. Relationships end. Jobs disappoint. Expectations crush you. But a dog? A dog keeps life beautifully simple. Walk, play, eat, sleep, repeat. People who love dogs are often overwhelmed by the complexity of modern life. They're tired of overthinking every text message, tired of decoding hidden meanings, tired of wondering if people actually like them or just tolerate them. A dog strips all that away. With a dog, love is obvious, needs are clear. There's no pretending, no politics, just presence. And for someone craving peace, that simplicity is everything. They understand what it means to be misunderstood. Here's the pattern you'll notice. People who love dogs have often felt like outsiders themselves. Maybe they were the quiet kid, the sensitive one, the person who didn't quite fit in. And dogs are the ultimate misunderstood creatures. Judged by their breed, abandoned when they're inconvenient, loved only when they're cute and small. Dog lovers see themselves in that. They know what it's like to be underestimated, to be loyal, and still get left behind. So when they rescue a dog or choose the one no one else wanted, they're not just saving an animal. They're healing a part of themselves. But there's more. Psychology and anthropology reveal a deeper layer. They're tapping into an ancient bond. Humans and dogs have co-evolved for over 15,000 years. Dogs are literally wired to read human social cues, and humans are wired to respond to them. Dog lovers aren't just drawn to an animal. They're connecting with one of the oldest emotional partnerships in human history. This isn't just preference, it's biology. Dogs act as social bridges. For introverts or socially anxious individuals, a dog makes eye contact easier, small talk more natural, and walks less lonely. Dog lovers often build human connections through their dogs, finding community in dog parks, training classes, or simply shared waves on a morning walk. They often have higher conscientiousness. Studies on the Big Five personality traits show that dog lovers tend to score higher in responsibility, routine, and follow-through. A dog isn't just an emotional companion, it's a commitment they take seriously, and that reliability often shows up in their work and relationships too. And finally, they're not avoiding people, they're choosing healthy attachment. A common misconception is that dog lovers use pets to replace people. But research suggests that people with strong animal bonds often have more secure human attachments. A dog doesn't substitute for human connection. It complements it, offering a stable, emotional anchor that can actually make human relationships feel safer. So, what does all of this mean? If you're someone who truly loves dogs, you're not just an animal person. You're someone who values depth over surface, connection over performance, loyalty over convenience. You've learned to love without conditions, and you've built a life around presence, not pretense. You may also carry the weight of being highly sensitive, deeply responsible, and sometimes misunderstood, and that's okay. If you don't love dogs, that's okay too. But understanding people who do gives you insight into some of the most empathetic, emotionally intelligent, and deeply feeling people you'll ever meet. Because, at the end of the day, the way someone loves says everything about who they are.